Makes me want to smack your mouth when you look at me all ugly like that, Zelda. She flinched before forcing a small, brittle smile. That's my girl, he said, spitting into the bottle again. Sean knows a guy who owns luxury cabins a couple of hours from here, somewhere out in Pennsylvania. Said he'd rent one to us. Whereabouts? Oh, no, that's not right. Not Pennsylvania. West Virginia, I think. Griselda's breath hitched, but Jonah was staring out the windshield and didn't notice. Always so much goddamn traffic in the goddamn city, he griped, merging into the thick D.C. traffic as they crossed the bridge into the quaint neighborhood of Georgetown. One modest benefit of dating Jonah was that he drove her to work every morning, which meant she didn't have to take the bus anymore. Why can't you work for a family closer to home? Money's better in the city. Where in West Virginia? She asked, trying to calm the fierce thumping of her heart by taking a long, deep breath. Jonah's eyes darted back and forth, looking for an opening in the stream of cars before finally turning. His voice was distracted. It's by a river, I think. Her fingers trembled in her lap as she scrambled to remember the names of them, praying it wasn't the same one that she visited over and over again in her dreams, in her nightmares. The Cacapon? No, that wasn't it. One of the forks? No. The Cheat? You making that up, baby? His eyes darted to hers, narrowed in accusation. No, she said, shaking her head. There's a river called the Cheat in West Virginia, honest. Well, that wasn't it anyway. She clenched her jaw hard before spitting out the words. The Shenandoah? He pulled up in front of Senator McClellan's townhouse and turned to her. Look at you, all bookie smart and shit. Yeah, the Shenandoah River, that's the one. Griselda took another deep breath and nodded, looking down at her lap, her brain short-circuiting as she flashed back to the last time she'd felt the waters of the Shenandoah against her skin. She shuddered, trying to force the thought from her mind, but she couldn't. The shock of hearing the river's name had already conjured the image of Holden's wet, filthy face, his hair plastered to his head, his eyelashes dripping with water, his terrified gray eyes that somehow managed to tell her how much he loved her, even though she... Jonah grabbed her chin a little harder than necessary and dropped his lips to hers, kissing her forcefully, bruisingly. When he pulled back, his eyes were narrow again. You know I hate it when you space out. Sorry, Jonah, she said. I got lost in thought. If I ever thought you was thinking about another man, I'd... She shook her head. There's no one but you.